Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is September 22nd of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to neutralize U.S. President Donald J. Trump on the date of September 22nd, September 23rd, or September 24th of 2025, which is coincidentally the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah. In other words, the CIA is going to assassinate a sitting U.S. president in an esoteric, ancient, and ritualistic blood sacrifice offered up to the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah. For those of you that are unaware, virtually 90% of Jewish holidays mimic Roman holidays. In other words, if you cross-reference them, 90% of Roman holidays are Jewish holidays, and we know about the blood sacrifices on Roman holidays, but the blood sacrifices on Jewish holidays is much more on the down low, if you will. So this is Rosh Hashanah. It's the first of the high holidays that are described as the days of awe, which feature days of cheering or blasting. In this case, they're going to blast the sitting U.S. president. So I'm going to go out on a record and say it's 100% certain that Donald J. Trump will no longer be president of the United States on the days of Rosh Hashanah, which is September 22nd, September 23rd, and September 24th of 2025, and that one J.D. Vance will be sworn in as the 48th president of the United States on the holiday, Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah on September 22nd, September 23rd, and September 24th of 2025. So exactly how the CIA plans to assassinating a sitting U.S. president on the high holy days of Rosh Hashanah is obviously not known, but at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, September 22nd of 2025, Donald J. Trump will board Marine One on the south lawn of the White House, where he will depart for New York City, likely landing at the downtown Manhattan heliport. So if you recall, just a few days ago, Donald J. Trump was in the UK on a state visit, and Marine One suffered a hydraulic issue and had to make an emergency landing. There was also a number of recent helicopter crashes in New York City, and so the CIA may assassinate Donald J. Trump via a helicopter-related attack or crash. Once landing in New York City, Donald J. Trump will likely stay at Trump Tower, where he is slated to give his speech to the United Nations and to the world on the morning of September 23rd of 2025. So I'm going to say it again for the record. Donald J. Trump will not address the United Nations on the morning of September 23rd of 2025 because he will be dead. And the CIA plans to neutralize him in some form or fashion prior to giving this speech to the world, where he will outline basically his vision for the world from the American standpoint, and this obviously has to be prevented at all costs. And so something is going to happen between today, this 22nd of September, and the 23rd. So I have identified the most likely scenario. The date of September 23rd marks exactly 68 days since Donald J. Trump was diagnosed with venous insufficiency back on July 17th of 2025. The number 17th equates to letter Q, as in coup d'etat, because this is a coup. Basically, they're hitting Donald J. Trump with an energy weapon. He doesn't know about this, obviously, but as somebody that has been targeted with this particular weapon before, they can cause bruising. They can cause, this is how they basically cause most of the sports injuries in the sports world, is that they hit you with the infrared laser, and then basically they can snap your Achilles. They can cause bruising. This is how most heart attacks, brain aneurysms, strokes are executed. This technology was first discovered back in 1973 when U.S. Senator Frank Church of Idaho displayed the CIA's heart attack gun, which is essentially a energy weapon that causes a seizure of the heart. So they can give you a heart attack, they can give you a brain aneurysm, and they can give you ulcers. They can do all sorts of things. Basically, it's like a sword. This is the lightsaber in Star Wars, FYI. And so they have been using this on Donald J. Trump and causing swelling of his legs and bruising on his hands. So I believe that they plan to kill him inside of his own Trump Tower on the morning of September 23rd, just prior to giving his speech to the United Nations. And they will likely claim that after this venous insufficiency diagnosis, that some sort of gangrene set in to his wounds, and that he was so proud that he didn't want to go to the doctor. This is basically what I believe. This is why people have been using the term like Jimmy Kimmel mega gang. It's to foreshadow that Trump is going to be diagnosed with gangrene post-mortem. But if there is a miracle and Donald J. Trump is not assassinated in some form or fashion, and he does in fact give his speech before the United Nations on Tuesday, September 23rd of 2025, the CIA is likely going to stage some sort of an attack, terror attack, bombing, assassination, sniper attacks, bio attack, earthquake, some sort of major terror-related event is going to transpire surrounding his speech, which will likely be the single most viewed speech in United Nations history. It's going to be live streamed on virtually every single channel around the world. And so we know that they're going to stage something. I mean, it could even be as big as an asteroid strike somewhere, but the CIA will likely stage some sort of a Trump assassination event, likely scapegoated onto China, Iran, or Russia, or possibly some Islamic terror groups such as Al-Qaeda, Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS, the Palestinian Palestine Action, or Taliban, or something like to that effect. They also may stage a storming attack of the United Nations by agent provocateurs that are being funded by one George Soros. But shit's going to hit the fan in respect to Mr. Trump and this event in New York City. So obviously, if the CIA neutralizes Trump in any form or fashion in the next 48 hours on the high holy days of Rosh Hashanah, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets.